Hey friends of YouTube, welcome to my channel where I talk about all things about wellness, yoga, lifestyle, and womanhood. Today we'll be exploring a really special topic that's so dear to my heart and is honestly something we're not really taught. This is foundational as a woman to understand the difference and the qualities that distinguish being a girl and being a woman. A little disclaimer here is that we are always part girl. Even as an adult woman, you are still partly a girl, and you always will be. The part of you that's innocent and curious and youthful is always in you, no matter how old of a woman you become. And we just get disconnected from it as we age. So that's just a disclaimer. There's no shame on the girl aspects of us. But as we mature, there's great beauty in developing the womanly qualities. Another little disclaimer, this is not a video that's intended to shame you for how you express, and it is also not another rule book on how to be a woman. As women in our society, we get plenty of that messaging, so I'm not here to add to that. This is simply me sharing a few things that were pivotal in my journey of the true transformation of a girl to a woman. Okay, so step one is integrity. You can be an adult and not have integrity, true. And I noticed as a young girl, as a teenager, I didn't have any integrity. I was never taught what it meant to know that the power in my voice, in what I commit to, in who I say I am, and what I say I'm gonna do, and the actual follow through is what builds my integrity, my credibility, and other people's trust in me, including loved ones. Integrity is also about you owning your life. So this we'll talk about a little bit more later. However, integrity is also being in alignment with who you are, who you want to be, and not surrendering or having excuses about why you can't show up in a certain way. An example of this is I grew up and always had issue with time, particularly showing up on time. And a pivotal training I took in my life when I was becoming a woman, when I was about 18 years old, truly taught me the importance of showing up on time, how that builds integrity, reliability, and trust. And it was really something I had to teach myself. And now I truly feel like it allows me to show up, and the people around me trust that I'm going to show up when I say I'm going to, because my words aren't just empty. They have integrity, they have action behind them, and this is something that I've created with time. This is definitely an adult quality that we get to learn. I touched on this a little bit, but our second thing I would like to share is values. Living in according to your own values that you explore as a woman. This kind of comes back to what I said initially, is like we are told so many things by our society on what a woman is. Some of them are useful, some of them are not. And as an adult, you get to go inside and investigate, get out your journal and get curious. Like, what was I taught by the women around me as a kid what a woman is, or what's important in life? And then you get to weed it out and decide, like, is this true for me? Is this how I want to lead my life? As a young person, I felt like I could tell what I liked and what I didn't like, but really pivotal moment was when I actually began investigating and peeling open the lies that of what a woman was, what was most important in my life, and choosing for me, like, what is most important in my life. And these set of values that I have, that I refer to often, anchor me. And it comes back to integrity, because then by living through these values, I am in integrity with the woman that I most desire to be. This is another under the thread of ownership, which I think is a huge transition point of being a child, a girl, and being a woman. Values are about asking yourself, like, what matters most to me? All people set aside, all things set aside, family, impacts, etc. set aside. What matters to me as a human being? And then aligning your actions to that. A part of this growing up in beauty is realizing that nobody is going to create your dreams other than you. And there can be like a scariness in that. There's also a great beauty, because in responsibility there is power. So when you take responsibility of like, oh wow, like if I don't create the life of my dreams, nobody else is going to. There is an empowerment in that. You are not a girl walking around waiting for someone to save her or feeling helpless. There is a sense of empowerment inside of like, okay, if I want to create something, I get to take the steps. And it's not about not receiving help. Like, help is great and support, but you get to speak what you want. You get to align yourself with what you want, whether that's a new job, some hobby you love, a love life that you want, a dog, whatever you want to create. It's your responsibility to own it and lean into it and figure it out. The third piece, which we've already touched on a little bit, is responsibility. A woman is someone that is responsible for her emotional state, her physical needs, her spiritual connection. She's not putting the power of taking care of herself in someone else's hands. And again, it's not that she doesn't let herself be taken care of. However, she knows that at the bottom line is like, if it's happening in my body, I am responsible for it. Whether that's like, I'm really upset, I'm really sad, I'm really hungry. It's my responsibility. I am an adult woman. I have capacity to regulate my emotions, to sense them, to explore them, and take care of myself. There's no longer that sense of expecting an external force to hold your whole emotional experience. And, all of these things are a work in progress. And just because you have a moment of letting someone hold you does not mean you're not being responsible for your emotions. So these three qualities have been huge and pivotal, along with many others in my journey of transitioning from girl to woman. And I'd love to hear from you. If you feel inspired, you can comment below or reach out and share with me. What is it for you? And also, again, to reiterate, like, we want to stay in touch with our girl, because this is the part of us that's playful and childlike and willing to explore and open. That gets to be integrated in our adult self, and we just get to take care of ourselves a bit better, and there's a bit more wholeness. So instead of, for me, it was this journey of like kind of letting the world and me go with the flow with everything and kind of being completely open and childlike, to having more of a backbone that's like, this doesn't align with my values, no thanks. Oh, this is the direction I want to go, yes. And the girl gets to come along. However, there is more of a guiding force of my own inner woman. I hope this resonates with you and is useful. Please let me know, and like, subscribe, comment, reach out. I want to have this platform as a space of expression, of course, and community, to connect my heart to yours wherever you are, and be on this journey of womanhood, wellness together.